All right, guys, go ahead and take some time to get your notes set up. Make sure you have a title for your notes. So like Introduction to India would work really well. And then think about how you want to do your headings. Remember, just writing down the bolded and underlined information. Before we actually go through the notes and write stuff down, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some things that we have in common with India. Because a lot of Americans, when they think about India, they think of it as like this strange, foreign, exotic place. But we actually have a lot in common with them, more than you might think. Number one, the type of government we have, democracy. India is the largest democracy in the world. Normally, when people think of democracy, they think of the United States. But if we look at population sizes, India's population is way bigger. So they are actually the largest democracy in the world. So the type of government we have is one thing that we have in common. Number two, we've been allies with India for a long time, like since they became an independent country. Number three, they were also colonized by the British. So that's another thing we have in common. Maybe that's why we're allies, is because we have a common X. All right, number four, most people speak English. When you go to India, if you only speak English, you'll probably be able to communicate with most of the people in India. People in India might also speak like another Indian dialect or an Indian language as well. All right, now we're going to go ahead and start writing down the information. Remember, you're just writing down the bolded and underlined information. Common religions. So here are the top three religions. The interesting thing is that Buddhism was actually founded in India, but it's not one of their common religions. That's more common in Eastern Asia and like places like China and stuff like that. All right, the most common religion is Hinduism. Talk a little bit about that in this set of notes. Number two, Islam, which we've already learned about when we did our Middle East unit. Number three, this one isn't super common, but it could be considered the third most common religion, Sikhism. If you need more time to write this down, go ahead and put the video on pause, push play when you're ready. All right, Hinduism, new heading. It's seen as both as a monotheistic, so just one God, and polytheistic, multiple gods. This is an argument within the actual religion itself. Some people believe that it's monotheistic because even though they have many gods, these many gods make up one overall like universal creator called Brahman. This style of thinking would be similar if you're familiar with Christianity, with the Holy Trinity, where you have the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, which all makes up one God. So that'd be a very similar idea. They have many gods that makes up this one creator, this one God named Brahman. Other Hindus say, no, we're polytheistic. We have many, many gods that we believe in. Brahman's like the central creator, but there's many other gods. This religion doesn't have a founder, so it's not like there is one prophet that came up with this religion that is very important to this religion. No founder, no leader. It's a very open, accepting religion. And it was started by a group called the Aryans. This religion is very much tied with agriculture, which will be important in the next couple of slides. If you need more time to write this down, go ahead and put the video on pause, push play when you're ready. All right, their beliefs. So like I said before, they have many gods, but the three main gods, the most important ones, would be Brahman, Vishnu, which is the god that preserves or keeps life going, and Siva is the destroyer. Like everything must die at some point, and Siva is kind of the god in charge of that. And that would start that reincarnation process, the idea that you will be born again into a new life after you die. This religion also believes in karma, so like your position in life and your life experiences. Your karma is based on your dharma, your duties in life. So, in order to get good karma, to be reincarnated into a better position, you've got to do your dharma. You got to meet your duties in life. So, the end all goal for every Hindu is to reach moksha, which means like your soul is becoming one with Brahman. The closest comparison to Christianity, it would be like reaching heaven, going to heaven. If you need more time to write this down, go ahead and put the video on pause, push play when you're ready. All right, so a lot of students ask about cows, like why are cows considered holy in the Hindu religion? So remember when I said that Hinduism is tied to agriculture and that'd be important in the next couple of slides? Here's that slide. So Hinduism is tied to agriculture and started with farmers in the area. And cows were important because they provided milk, they provided strength to pull the plows to like farm actual fields. They provided manure to use as fertilizer. And once the cows died, they could use leather to make a variety of different things. So as a result, because cows were so important and provided so much to these agriculture societies, they were seen as giving animals and took on a holy symbolism in this religion. So you didn't need to write that down. That's just like a FYI in case you were interested or curious. All right, this one you do need to write down, caste system. So the caste system is a social caste system, like a system of social ranking, and it's set until you die. This guided like social life, culture, and even the legal system back in the day when there was this official caste system. Now it's illegal, but people still follow it. Just like now, racism and gender inequality aren't supposed to exist in the United States. Like we have laws that say that would be illegal, but it still happens. Same kind of thing with the caste system. It's illegal now, but it still happens where people are discriminated against based off their social caste or what they would be considered as the old social caste system. So, for example, arranged marriages are still really, really common in India, and people try to marry within their social caste. So, if you are in this caste, you try to marry within your caste. If you are in this caste up here, you try to marry within that social group. If you need more time to write that down, go ahead and put the video on pause. All right, the last thing that you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and review your notes and make a private comment on this post about 5 things India has in common with the United States. The reason why I did this as like a private comment is so that way you guys don't feel like your classmates are judging you at all. And I usually get more of a variety of different answers that are more interesting for me to read and grade than if I would just have you guys like read previous posts. Okay, so that's why I did that. This is going to be level 2 thinking where it's not necessarily going to come out and say it in the notes. You might have to go back and review this video or review the notes and just do some critical thinking, looking for things India has in common with the United States. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Remember, my email address, Google, voice phone number, and open office hours are listed on this post. Good luck, guys.